news that impacts you and your community. 13 on your side Evening Plus starts now.
Good evening and happy Friday, West Michigan. Welcome into Evening Plus here on 13 Plus. I'm Julia Gorman. Let's jump right into some of our top stories on this Friday evening. At the state capitol, comments made in front of the state's Public Service Commission, which is set to make a big decision impacting a proposed data center. Our Josh Albertus looks at why this proposal is currently sparking a lot of controversy.
Tonight, controversy in the state capitol.
Please listen to the people of Michigan, not corporations.
Members of the public lining up to speak before the Michigan Public Service Commission, which could soon consider whether to fast-track special contracts requested by DTE Energy under what's called ex parte approval.
That means that the utility comes before the commission without other parties intervening, and MPSC's staff is involved in reviewing the case.
The contracts have to do with providing power to a proposed data center for the eastern part of the state, which could have implications for other projects across Michigan.
We need to look at the bigger energy picture instead of rushing this one project through when so much more is on the line.
Many concerned this sort of ex parte process could keep many details in the dark.
Conducting this review through an ex parte process mutes the voices of the public, keeps essential information hidden from independent scrutiny, and prevents the commission from fulfilling its core duty to serve the public.
DTE asking the commission to deny requests for a contested case, saying it had, quote, provided detailed testimony and exhibits demonstrating that approval of the special contracts will not result in an increase in the cost of service to existing customers.
In this instance, DTE says that the proposed contracts between the utility and a single customer will not impact the rates or terms of service applicable to other customers.
The proposed center gaining the support of Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer. But Whitmer's push for the project seemed at odds with Democratic State Attorney General Dana Nessel, who also called for a contested case alongside public commenters.
I ask you just to listen to us and to be our voice, because we don't have anybody else to be our voice.
And that was our Josh Albertus reporting. A top story tonight, Grand Rapids police say the body of a Navy veteran who went missing from the Kent County Veterans Home yesterday was found this afternoon. 78-year-old James Barkus was last seen leaving the home on Monroe Avenue Wednesday afternoon. An off-duty Grand Rapids firefighter, who's also a member of the Michigan National Guard, found his body on the west side of the Grand River. The National Guard was deployed to help search because Barkus was a Navy veteran. Walker Police will do the follow-up investigation. And some breaking news that we told you about just in the last couple of hours. According to Speaker Pro Tem of the Michigan House, Rochelle Smith, ICE officers made an arrest in Wyoming of an undocumented immigrant who she says had previously been convicted of fourth-degree criminal sexual conduct with a minor here in Kent County. Smith says the suspect, who isn't named in the release, was arrested as part of a targeted operation to identify criminal foreign nationals in the U.S. illegally. We're currently working to learn more details about this. When we have them, we'll of course bring you them here on air as well as online. Another top story today here in Michigan and also across the country, a CDC advisory committee reversed a 30-year-old policy after voting to stop recommending the hepatitis B vaccine for all babies within 24 hours of birth. Hepatitis B is a highly infectious liver disease that can be transmitted from mother to child during birth. Medical professionals across the country, including here in our neck of the woods, warn the vaccine has been effective in reducing the spread and preventing lifelong and even life-threatening complications.
In 30 years, 99% reduction in infant hepatitis B infections. That's extremely effective. And without the vaccine, those infants getting hepatitis are 90% of those infants are acquiring chronic hepatitis B, which is the form that results in those complications such as liver cancer, cirrhosis, liver failure, and again, even 25% of those patients dying.
The new recommendation leaves vaccination decisions up to the doctor and the parents. The change shouldn't impact insurance coverage of the shot, but health experts worry it could create confusion for new parents. Michigan State University announced a record donation this morning, $401 million from a couple with significant ties to Grand Rapids. Our Peter Elliott reports on the donation's impact in East Lansing.
Go green, go white. Emphasis on the green. Michigan State University is getting a lot of it in the largest single gift in school history. $401 million, much of it going towards Spartan athletics.
This is a gift and an investment that will shape the future of our athletic and academic programs for generations to come.
The first pledge that Greg and Dawn Williams made to Michigan State in 1982 wasn't much.
$5 to the newly opened Wharton Center of Performing Arts.
43 years later, the couple is delivering a record-shattering contribution.
Not only is it the largest in our university history, it is one of the largest to any athletic program in the nation and one of the largest to any university.
Greg is the co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Acrisure, the financial technology and insurance company based in Grand Rapids.
I look at Grand Rapids' ability, and he just kind of dives in to these communities where he is investing in. And most people wouldn't do that, if you ask me.
Williams says that men's basketball head coach Tom Izzo was the inspiration for his gift.
You know, all the things that we're doing, with the friendship with him means more to me than anything else.
It's hard to comprehend the magnitude of his generosity, and yet I'm not at all surprised. That's just who they are.
The announcement comes as the university kickstarts a $1 billion athletics fundraising campaign. $290 million from the donation will go towards that effort.
A commitment of this level is transformational.
Athletic Director Jay Batt declined to specify how the money would be allocated, but he says it keeps MSU competitive with other top collegiate programs.
That it'll significantly support all of our student athletes, their experience, opportunities for them.
For the hundreds of student athletes in attendance, Williams had a message.
Set your expectations extremely high. I mean, let your expectations soar. Because the support that you need to achieve what you want to achieve, you have it.
In that speech, Tom Izzo said he and Williams are just two small-town Michigan boys who have now made a lasting impact here in East Lansing. Reporting from the Breslin Center, I'm Peter Elliott, 13 on your side.
Feeding America West Michigan got a major boost to its efforts to make sure area families have healthy meals today. Casey's, a growing convenience store chain in West Michigan, made a $10,000 donation to the food pantry. The donation will help Feeding America provide 50,000 meals to underserved communities.
And it's very important to us, especially during the holidays, that no family is wondering how they're going to be able to feed their family on a holiday.
We believe that it's so important to give everybody hope. And hope can come in a meal, hope can come in a warm cup of coffee, hope can come in just a friendly word.
Feeding America says if you'd like to help this holiday season, you can of course donate monetarily. You can also drop off canned and dried goods, or you can volunteer to pack up meals. A winter favorite is back in downtown Grand Rapids as Rosa Parks Circle Ice Rink opened for the season today. Our Micah Cho has been live there all evening. Micah, how busy is it right now?
Yeah, this is something that everybody that we've talked to at least has been looking forward to all year. I mean, there's all these skaters out here. There's probably around 100. This is about for all the skate time so far. This is the 6:30 skate time. Or no, this is the 6 o'clock skate time. So these people have been here for probably about 40 minutes. Right now at 7:30. So we'll open back up at 8 o'clock. The final time being around 9:30.
We are having a little trouble hearing Micah, but he's giving us a live look at Rosa Parks Circle right now, where open ice skating just began today, started early. And he's been there all afternoon for us, giving us a look, talking with some excited folks. As you can see, it is packed there. So very exciting. Micah, we appreciate your live reports, and we will continue to cover this fun winter adventure this season. All right, still to come tonight on Evening Plus, meteorologist Blake Hansen will join us over in the Weather Center. Full look at the forecast next. We've got some more snow on the way. And can we warm up at least just a little bit? He'll break down if that's possible coming up after this. as we head into the weekend, we'll take a look at our forecast now. Meteorologist Blake Hansen here in the Weather Center. Blake, snow is back.
Snow is back, and it will continue to be back for the next several days. A lot of pesky systems coming through.
Yeah.
We can call it like a parade of clipper systems coming through the Great Lakes region. It's just all based on the orientation of our jet stream, and that is why we've been generally colder than average now for a week plus. In fact, this morning, Julia, Kalamazoo and Battle Creek briefly bottomed out. Yeah, 3 degrees at Kalamazoo, Battle Creek at 2 degrees. Those are new record low temperatures for the 5th of December, beating the prior record for both cities in 1991. I was not alive in 1991.
Me either.
So something we haven't seen in our lifetimes. Yeah. Grand Rapids and Holland, a few degrees shy of the record low, but they didn't hit it just yet. Muskegon, I didn't list it on the map because Muskegon was not close to the record low. Temperatures, we have rebounded back into the 20s. Even Muskegon now sitting at 34 degrees. Numbers tonight will actually rise a bit. We have a south and west wind, and we'll actually climb to around 30, even some lower 30s by daybreak tomorrow. And then we are kind of steady the rest of the day. We plateau as that wind comes more out of the north and west by the end of the day. And that's because, well, we have a cold front coming through by the end of tonight into tomorrow. You can see visibility-wise, many of us are still under dry skies. Today has been a rather gray day, but many of us are still dry. The exception north of Muskegon County, notice Ludington, visibility only on the order of a mile or two, and that is because, well, snow is flying near and north of Muskegon now. We've seen the coverage of snow increase in coverage somewhat. There it is. You can see some of that snow trying to sneak into northern Muskegon County. Our chief photojournalist, Doug Grevius, about an hour ago was traveling northward on US 31, heading to the hunting cabin up in Fountain along US 10 around the Scottville area. And he said US 31, it was snowing at a good enough clip to have US 31 snow covered. So let's keep it in mind. We're not expecting a major snowstorm out of this system. Only a couple inches at best, but it is enough with how cold it's been. And snow starts to fly. It's going to accumulate on the roads, especially the secondary and rural roads. Hour-by-hour forecast, because of the southwest wind, most of the snow accumulation this evening will be near and north of Muskegon. So if you're watching from Grand Rapids, and especially if you're watching, let's say, from Ionia, Hastings down to Kalamazoo, you really won't see much snow this evening. In fact, you might not see any snow throughout tonight. As the night goes on, this system, the cold front's going to be on our doorstep, but it's losing its steam a bit. And I think that's going to present the opportunity for some freezing drizzle south of I-96. So there's kind of our map here. Near and south of I-96, shaded in pink, some freezing drizzle, maybe upwards of an inch in some spots on the northern fringe of that shading of pink there in terms of snow. For those that are north of Muskegon, that's where we could have 1 to 2 inches of snow, maybe upwards of 3 inches near Ludington and Baldwin. So tomorrow itself, you have any out and about plans tomorrow?
Grocery shopping.
Grocery shopping, you'll be fine tomorrow during the daylight hours. If you did it Sunday, however.
Oh, I have Christmas plans on Sunday.
Could be some slippery spots on Sunday because, like I said earlier, we have a parade of systems coming through. Here comes the next one, Saturday night and the Sunday. This one looks impressive as it approaches West Michigan. There it is. It's knocking on the doorstep, but it kind of sputters a bit as it arrives here at home. It's going to lose its steam once again as it arrives in West Michigan. I will say the latest model data today was a bit more aggressive with how much snow we may see Sunday morning. It does look like we'll dry out quickly, though, Sunday afternoon to Sunday evening. As of now, I think an inch or two of snow, widespread, seems reasonable Sunday morning. So obviously that's not a lot for our standards now, coming off of a 10 to 12 inch snowstorm. But still, 1 to 2 inches, that's enough to really cause some slick spots Sunday morning. Church services, people going out grocery shopping, you name it. That could be the case Sunday. And I will say some of the model data was a bit more aggressive than an inch or two of snow Sunday morning. So we'll keep an eye on that. Meteorologist Colton Woods will be here all weekend long to time that out for you. Otherwise, next week, still remaining somewhat cold. 34, that'll be balmy on Wednesday.
Break out the shorts.
It could be a rain-snow mix next Wednesday because of those slightly warmer than freezing temperatures. But it's a winter forecast all the way through next week.
I like a nice little inch to cover up the snow that's gotten a little dirty over
the last couple of days. A little crunchy.
A little fresh layer on top. We'll take it. All right, Blake, thanks so much. Coming up next, we have a live interview here in studio. An entrepreneur at the LA Collective. It's a place where lots of small businesses can come together and share a space to see their businesses thrive. We'll have a look at that after this.
13 is on your side.
Welcome back. A collection of small businesses is hosting an event this weekend to show off what they're doing at the LA Collective. I'm joined here in studio by Robbie Williams. She's an esthetician in our area and the owner of Sugar Bear. Thank you so much for being here with us, Robbie. So you work at the LA Collective, which if anyone hasn't heard of before, it's really unique because it's one space where there's so many small businesses like yourself kind of housed under one roof. It's a really unique concept that we're seeing pop up more and more in our area. Tell us a little bit about what it's like to be a part of that sort of concept.
I love it. I think that having that many girls, different ages, we're all cosmetologists, estheticians, but all kind of specializing in something different. We're able to come together as a team even though we are independent. So we help each other with content creation, troubles with our business. Our goal is to just help each other thrive and expand our reach in the beauty space, not only just within the beauty community, but then also the community that we serve.
And I think this is so neat, and I've seen a couple pop up similar to LA Collective. You know, instead of having to, lease out your whole own building and, plot of land, build something, whatever, you have your own space, but it's with many others. How does that make, launching a small business or having a small business thrive just a little bit easier? Not easy, but, a little bit more feasible for you?
I feel like it's the community. You miss when you work at a spa and you have like coworkers that you vibe with, you miss that when you go independent. So having the LA Collective where it's kind of that open concept, open door, the hairstylists have their booth rentals. We have our suites, but our doors are always open for the most part. You kind of get that sense of like, okay, even though I'm by myself, I'm really not by myself.
Yeah. And at LA Collective, I mean, you're an esthetician. There's girls who do nails, girls who do hair, extensions. You guys sell clothes there as well. I mean, fine line tattoos. There's a little bit of everything, which is really neat because it's kind of a one-stop shopping situation if you want to get lots of services done. You guys are having an event this weekend on Sunday called Slay the Season. Tell me a little bit about what that's for and what that's going to look like.
Sure. So Taylor and myself, Taylor is the fine line tattoo ode artist there, Taylor and Ink. We have been planning events together since we both started, and we wanted to do something a little different for the holiday season, something a little bit more intentional. So we partnered with Grace's Table. It's an amazing organization that takes care of teen moms, builds that support and that community for them. We wanted to give back. So for the event, we're gonna be giving away a lot of free services, a lot of free product. All you have to do is bring a gift, valued at $25. It gets you into the raffle to hopefully win something really cool. But we're also gonna have a lot of local vendors. So women-owned businesses, Dirty Soda Bar, handmade jewelry, candles, charcuterie, coffee. It's going to be really, really fun.
Yeah, and so supporting that great cause, but also showing off all the small businesses in this space, learning a little bit more about them. And so that is this Sunday from 4 to 7. Like you said, bringing a gift that supports that organization here in our community, and then all sorts of giveaways and things. What's your just favorite part about being a part of, this very collaborative business model?
I think my favorite part is learning. I started my business earlier this year after having my daughter, and I was like, okay, I think I'm ready to get back. And you just feel different. So being with all of those women and different ages, some are moms, some are like 19, 20, just starting out. It keeps me youthful. I've made a lot of great friends, and I'm just so happy to be there.
So cool. And tell folks a little bit about where you're located, just where they can find you. I know it's a big plaza with a lot of businesses in that area. You guys are kind of off to the left side, but where can folks find you?
So we're on 44th Street. When you turn in, there's like the UPS and the subway. We're going to be all the way to the left, but you'll see that LA Collective sign. The hairstylists out front are going to be working. You have a way to find us right away.
There you go. So cool. All right, Robbie, thanks so much for coming in. Again, Slay the Season is this Sunday. It's from 4 to 7. You're asked to bring a gift for that great organization that supports teen moms in our community. And then you'll be entered into all these raffles and giveaways to then be able to also check out all of these small businesses like Robbie's. Robbie, thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate it. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, one more look at weather with Blake. Every school has that one teacher that students never forget. At Hamilton High School, it's Blaine Lugton, the voice they've heard on the loudspeaker every morning for nearly 30 years. The catch, though, he's supposed to have retired months ago. 13 Your Side's Riley Mack explains in tonight's Something Special.
Every morning at Hamilton High School.
You pull up, you walk in, saying hi to everybody. That's when I do my pledge.
Starts
Good morning, Hamilton High School.
with the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
No wonder Hamilton High
for which it stands,
and Blaine Lugton
under God.
are indivisible.
I am a substitute teacher here at Hamilton High School. So what would that mid-segment be parallel to?
Blaine is subbing for a geometry class.
It is a subject that I'm very comfortable with, so it's like riding a bike, as they say. HG.
But he's not really a new
Distribute. Nice, Parker.
addition.
I was a high school teacher here for 29 years, and last June I retired, but I'm back. I mean, I went out with a bang. I gave the commencement speech. It was a riot.
The hum of tractors all around me. Just a small town, it's part of Allegan County.
He clocked out in June,
It was only last year when we got a stoplight.
but his heart
I missed my students. I miss opening up the lockers for kids that struggle with their combinations.
never left the building.
I think just everything, the sights, the sounds, everything.
Retired for just 3 months, Blaine learned the most important lesson of his career.
Absolutely.
He belongs here.
Oh my gosh, I'm about crying here. It's very emotional. Sometimes you sit there and bang your head against the wall because you feel like you haven't done anything. And then all of a sudden, something will happen throughout the day, and it'll be like, this is why I do it.
I belong, Hamilton.
Each morning at Hamilton High School
And that will make them equal.
begins the same as it did for 29 years
I couldn't imagine being anyplace else.
with Blaine Lugton and his personal
The secret to life is loving what you do.
pledge of allegiance.
It makes every day worthwhile.
Country roads.
Man, what a guy. That is such a beautiful story. I love it.
Hey, you just see the passion.
Yeah.
When he
Couldn't stay
talks.
away.
Yeah, and you know that's what it comes down to. If you have that passion and you don't mind, you know, as you get older, that you want to keep helping out people.
Yeah,
And
I
for this
love that.
case, kids, it's a great thing.
It's going to be you when you're 95 and you're still working here.
I don't know about that, but I would say, you know, if I didn't do weather, I would love to be a teacher.
I think you'd be a good teacher.
Well, thank you. Maybe one day. Not
Maybe
now.
one
though.
day.
I got to talk about the weather.
Yeah, we got to do weather first.
You know, weather-wise, there it is, our 7-day forecast, and we have snow north of Muskegon tonight. Well, near and north of Muskegon this evening and tonight. There may be snow elsewhere, but I think the prominent precipitation type will be more in the way of freezing drizzle. So let's keep that in mind. There may be icy spots
Take
that
it a little
develop tonight.
slow.
Same thing Sunday morning. Not freezing drizzle, but widespread snow. And there could be a couple inches by the time Sunday morning wraps up. Again, nothing that you'll remember 2 Sundays from now, but just enough to maybe impact your drive into church, Meijer,
My
name
plans
it.
to the Chris
Your
Kindle Market.
Yeah, the Chris Kindle Market. And then maybe another system Tuesday and Wednesday. It's December. We know the drill. Yeah, this is
Michigan.
It's a bit colder and snowier than what we usually see at
Yeah.
this point, but hey, we'll
Michigan
make it through.
people. All right, Blake, thanks so much. We will be back here for you tonight at 11. Until then, have a great Friday. Stay safe, and we'll see you later.